Hello everyone, welcome back to the another virtual class of political science. But today I am not going to teach you any new things, but today I am going to discuss the important strategies, how to write the answers, and some of the important questions I am going to discuss. So many of the students to whom I have not seen, I have not met them, they have requested me that sir, please help us to write down the questions and how to prepare the questions. So many chapters are there. So thinking about them, I decided to make this a small video, so in which I am going to discuss about some of the important questions and how they have to write the answers. So there is nothing to worry about. So what we have to do is that, first of all, dear children, you have to take out the PDF copy of the reduced syllabus, which is there in the ISC website. So I have one copy with me. So accordingly, I have taught this full session, and most of the videos whichever I have made and is lying on my channel are based on the reduced syllabus. So children, I am going to tell you one by one how you have to prepare. First of all, you have to know properly about what syllabus is asking about. So syllabus is reduced. Many of the things are left out, and it has been made very simple for you to prepare for your board exam. So mostly today I am going to discuss about ISC political science, and how we have to prepare within a very short period. So those who have not even touched the book also, if they start studying from today, following my advices properly, then definitely they are going to do better. First of all, don't lose hope. Okay, no need to think much, simply focus on what actually you want. So according to the reduced syllabus, first of all, let me tell you about the question pattern. The question pattern will be of 80 marks. It will be divided into two parts, part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is compulsory. There you will be asked to write short questions. There 10 questions will be given, 10 into 2, 20 marks. And from part 2, again that will be divided into two sections, part A and part B. In part A, you will be given 5 questions, and you have to do any 2 out of 5 questions. Sorry, you have to do any 3. And in part B, you will be given 3 questions, and you have to do any 2. So altogether, you have to attempt how many questions? 5 questions. 3 out of 5 questions from section A, and 2 out of 3 questions from section B. So first of all, we will deal with we'll discuss about section part 2, section A. 5 questions will be given, and that questions will come from this many chapters given in your syllabus. So first part, let me tell you, like forms of government. Within the forms of government, let me tell you which all topics are there. Number 1, totalitarian form of government, authoritarian form of government, okay, liberal democratic state, okay, and then unitary form of government and federal form of government. Okay, then we have parliamentary form of government, and then we have a presidential form of government. So altogether, how many? 3 plus 2 plus 2, 7 topics are there. So from these 7 topics, my dear, you are going to get questions of 12 marks. Like I have already prepared here according to the questions, like from question number 2, which starts from section part 2, section A. Discuss any 3 features of liberal democratic state. Explain why India is characterized as quasi-federal state. Explain any 3 features of parliamentary form of government, or 3 features of presidential form of government. So the question is of 6 marks, so no need to think big. You don't have to write so many points. Just if it is asked for 6 marks, sometime if it is mentioned in the question, write down 3 points, and if it is not mentioned regarding the points, then you write down 6 points for that answers. Okay, 6 points for that answer. So this is what is all about question number 2. Okay, so I will just give you these questions also. You can download it. I have written it through my hand, so definitely I'll just show you. Then question number 3 is made out of chapter number 2, that is constitutions and all. Okay, and many more are there. So from here, my dear, like question number 3, like universal adult franchise is there. universal adult franchise is there. So only a very small topic you have to prepare, like what is universal adult franchise, why is universal adult franchise accepted worldwide, okay, method of election. So very short chapter. So one question definitely, if possible, they may ask you like explain the reason for the widespread acceptance of universal adult franchise, and in the next section they may ask you differentiate between direct and indirect election. Okay, and in this question they may even include the questions like written and unwritten constitution, mention the merit and demerit of written and unwritten constitution. Okay, so that way you have to prepare. So like from forms of government, prepare it properly. Anyhow one question is going to come, okay, that means two questions A and B will come, that will be of 12 marks. Okay, from chapter number 2 and 3, that is constitution and franchise, one question of 12 marks definitely you will get it. You may be asked about explain the different kinds of constitution. If not that, then they may ask you the merit and demerit of a written or unwritten constitution or flexible constitution, so that they may ask you. Okay, now coming to question number 4, that will be asked from legislature. Now 3 more left: legislature, executive, judiciary. From legislature, short, every year if you go through the paper of board exams, you will come to know that question is made out of chapter number 4, that is legislature. So in this you may be asked like explain the most important function of Lok Sabha. They may ask you the most important function of Lok Sabha. Okay, and this time according to my point of view, there is one question which definitely will be asked like US Senate is the most powerful second chamber in the world, explain. That question definitely might come, because last year also I did not see this question. So this question they may ask you. And then again they may ask you like compare the relative positions of Rajya Sabha and US Senate in their respective field. What is the powers and positions? You have to compare it. You have to compare the powers and positions of Rajya Sabha as well as the Senate. So all these questions will be asked for how many marks? 6 marks. So this is all about from chapter number 4. Question number 4 is also done. Now you have to do any 3. Suppose for example you think that no, I don't want to do, I don't have time and I don't want to prepare all the chapters, then definitely prepare chapter number 1, 2, 3 and 4 over. From chapter number 1, sure short one question is there. Chapter number 2, sure short one question is there. Chapter number 3, 2 and 3 same question. Okay, and from legislature 3 questions. So if you prepare the forms of government, constitution, franchise and legislature properly, thoroughly, then there is no problem at all. Long questions you can easily do it. Okay, now for the other students, they don't want to take the risk, they may even prepare from executive chapter. From executive, my dear, questions like last year only the question was asked to differentiate between the permanent and the political executive, that already has come. So this time that question may be asked in short questions, and this time that question won't be asked for long questions. If they ask also, there is no problem at all. Like explain the powers and positions of the Prime Minister of India. Briefly explain the constitutional limitations on powers of the President of United States. Discuss the 3 important functions of the executive. Compare the positions of the President of India and the President of United States of America. So this type of questions they may ask you for 6 marks, that is 12 marks. Okay, so this is question number 5. Now question number 6, that is from judiciary. Sure short, you can check the question paper, last year's question paper, before last year question paper. If you go through that, you will come to know that question number 6 comes from chapter number 6, that is judiciary. Chapter number 6 means I am following the syllabus chapters. Then explain the original and appellate jurisdiction of the Supreme Court of India. Other questions like explain the conditions of independence. That means questions like explain the conditions for the independence of judiciary with reference to India. If they ask, the well and good. If they ask with reference to USA, same thing. How is the judiciary been kept independent? Okay, what are the conditions essential for the keeping judiciary independent? Okay, so tips. So out of 5 questions, my dear, you have to attempt how many? 3. You have to attempt 3. So it's up to you now. If you are good in legislature, executive, judiciary, prepare these 3 chapters properly. If you think that these chapters are easy for me, then prepare these 3 chapters: legislature, executive and judiciary properly, and then 12, 3 are 36 marks questions you will get it from here. No need to think about question number 1 and question number 2, you can easily do it. Okay, that is done. Now let us come to section B. Section B. In section B, we studied about the preamble, right? Then we studied about like the fundamental rights, directive principles, then local self-government, democracy in India. So here also you can attempt 2 questions properly out of this chapter number 7, 8, 9 and 10. So accordingly you can say I am reading the syllabus over here. If you go through the textbook, these questions will come from 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So like questions like what will come in question number 7? Explain the importance of preamble. Explain the significance of the preamble. They may ask you. Importance, significance is same. Next question, explain the right to equality, because fundamental right 3 things are there: right to equality, right to freedom and right to freedom of religion. These are the things explain in detail. So many articles are there. So definitely they will ask you from those rights. So this time I am expecting right to equality as well as right to freedom right to freedom. So right to freedom means article number 19 deals with the fundamental freedoms. So many freedoms are there. So if you start explaining one by one, 6 marks answer will definitely become a page of answers. Okay. Then the last one, I have given you 4 questions. These are my expectations that any one out of this may be asked. So I cannot say directly this questions, right, because I do not want to play with your life, but making you believe in me completely. Oh, this is the question sure shot it is going to come. No, because if it does not come, then again your life will be in trouble. So the last question, definitely differentiate between fundamental right and directive principles of state policy. Okay, these are the simple questions which you may be asked. Then like chapter number 8, which deals with local self-government. So this time also everything is reduced. So from here 73rd Amendment Act, 74th Amendment Act, the features only, because I was going through the last year's question paper, there I found that these questions were not asked. Okay, challenges of Indian democracy was asked before that also. So this time I am expecting 73rd as well as 74th Amendment Act. Okay, explain the features of 73rd or the 74th Amendment Act. Okay, then they may even ask you about the functions, because composition this time they have not asked. Compositions, functions of Panchayat Samiti, Jila Parishad, all these things they don't, they simply have asked a function. So you may be asked, explain the functions of Panchayat Samiti, explain the functions of a municipal corporation, they may ask you. So this time even the papers, whoever will prepare the question paper, they will face problem, because questions are very limited, my dear, because syllabus is reduced. So from that topic only they have to make the question. They cannot ask something which is not there in the syllabus. Okay, and the last chapter, it's up to you. If you want, you can prepare it. If you don't want, the 2 chapters are already there, right? You can prepare Indian Constitution, fundamental right, directive principle. Last one you leave it, that is democracy in India. So 12 marks you will get it from democracy in India also. That is also the very easy chapter. It is I think according to me the most easiest chapter in the political science is the last one, from where you will get 12 marks, 6 marks. Like casteism is there, regionalism is there, okay, and then communalism is there. So this time I am expecting like regionalism. That means what are the causes, explain the causes of regionalism in Indian politics, explain. Then second question, role of caste in Indian politics. And next one mostly is about explain the effects of communalism in the functioning of Indian democracy. These are the questions I am expecting this time. Okay. Now one more thing, let me tell you, my dear, I told you to prepare, suppose you are preparing three chapters for section A and 2 chapters for section B, then you may say, sir, what about the short questions, my dear? So while preparing these 5 chapters only, my dear, most of your short answers you will come across. You will come across the short answers also. Suppose for example, if you are preparing forms of government, then you may be asked what is mean a parliamentary form of government, what is mean a presidential form of government, explain one difference between totalitarian and authoritarian state. Okay, what is mean by universal adult franchise? They may ask you what is mean by written constitution, right? Then they may ask you about what is mean by conventions. Okay. So 2 marks question cannot be long. So while preparing these 5 to 6 chapters, focus on long. Think that I am going to focus on long question and answers. So if you are preparing the long question and answers which is of 6 marks, my dear, automatically you will be able to write the short answers as well, which is of how many marks? 20 marks. 10 into 2, 20 marks. So my dear students, no need to worry. Those who have not started, those who are nervous, sir, what to do, I did not prepare at all, we were not called in the schools, revisions are not going on, no need to worry, my dear. You can depend upon my channel also. All the political science videos are lying on my playlist, ISC class 12 political science. You can enter in that playlist and all the videos are there, you can watch it. Definitely you people are using mobile phones and all. Yes, you listen to YouTube songs and watch YouTube videos and all. So in spite of watching all those, watch the tech tutorials, ISC tutorials, that will be helpful for you. This 2 months is enough, my dear. Right? If the exam will be conducted in the month of May, still you are left with 2 months. You have 2 months in your hand, so no need to worry. No need to worry. So I got this request from one of the student, Binit Anand. Then again few of my students like Isa Gaurav is there, who constantly watch my channel. Then Shyan Mukherjee is there. They always ask me, sir, prepare these videos and all. So I prepare it for them. So overall my class is for everyone, whoever are the students of political science. So this is all about from today's this small session which I wanted to discuss with you about political science, how to write the questions, sorry, how to write the answers. No need to write long answers, to the point. Take out the 6 points. If they are asking 3 points, then simply keep yourself confined to the 3 points only. Write that one. Definitely you are going to get good marks, my dear. You are on the advantageous side, my dear. Nobody is going to lower your marks. Right to the point. Right to the point. So once again I am telling you, if you think that I cannot prepare it, I don't have time, then for those students, those who think that they cannot do much hard work and they cannot prepare all the chapters, my dear, just for them, prepare forms of government, constitution, franchise and legislature. Forms of government, constitution, franchise and legislature. This many for 3 questions. Okay. And for section B, prepare Indian constitution and then local self-government and then democracy in India. Okay. So from here choice is there, whichever chapters you feel easy, prepare that. So if you are preparing fundamental right, then definitely prepare directive principles also, because from directive principles you may be asked to differentiate between fundamental right and directive principles. Okay. They may ask you explain the Gandhian principles mentioned in directive principles. Okay. So that way you can do it. 73rd Amendment Act is there, 74th Amendment Act is also there. Hope, my dear students, with this little bit of confidence you might have gained. So I request my dear students to start preparing from today. If there is any doubts, any queries, you can contact me. I'll always be there to help you out. So how to contact me? As you know that you can comment on my videos. Okay. You can come to my contact through comments, or else you can follow me. You can message me on Instagram also. Okay. The link to my Instagram ID is given in the description box also. And these questions, like the more important questions, the ISC important questions, okay, this one I will make a PDF and I will upload it along with the video in the description box. Link will be given over there. You can download it and you can write it down. Okay. Actually my computer is not working right now, so time is also not there. Okay. And that is why I decided to write with my hand, so that I can improve my handwriting as well. Okay, children. So hope you all have understood what actually I wanted to say. So we'll meet again in the next session with some different problems of the students. Till then, take care, stay safe. Bye bye.